Hey, this is Dr. Dan Purser, danpursermd.com. Tonight, we were going to talk about interstitial cystitis versus chronic sinusitis or prostatitis. We're going to revisit that. I'm gathering a bunch of data and information on that. We have our study pretty well filled out. The people, we've had 30 patients respond. So we're going to be moving forward with that. Also working with an IC expert. She's not far off from what I've been doing. And she's going to also enroll some of her patients in that study. So I'm changing this to my top 10 favorite young living products and why. Because convention is here. That's why. That's why I'm doing it. No, I'm going to give you the reasons why I use each one. I hadn't even plugged that into my brain, though. I've had all these people calling me going, we're going to come in. Can you draw our blood? Can you do this and that? Yeah. I know that most of this is a Zoom or how are they doing it? Do we know, Brecken?
I don't.
It's a Zoom conference. It's some kind of, really cool thing they're doing.
Virtual conference?
It's a virtual conference. Yeah, thank you, Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you millennials know all the right terms, don't you?
We do.
Yeah.
I'm called a Zoomer.
Okay, the Zoomers, well, that's weird. Okay. Across from me is Jackson. That was him commenting. He's the one I called the millennial. He's my main man. And by his side is Brecken, a resident sharp-eyed genius.
Thank
who
you.
Figures everything out. It's because I trained her. Okay.
Is that why?
Yeah. Jackson, the theme song, please.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's kind of catchy.
We're in summer now.
Yeah.
What was that? Was it the mermaid? I see a star. What was that?
Yep. The mermaid, I see a star. How
What's
did you
happened to our $1
know?
million theme song that you charged me for?
That was it. It was a
What?
remix.
Do I have to pay more for the remix?
Of course you do.
Yeah.
$1 million for that theme song. I think I was had.
$1 million and 1 cent now.
And 1 cent.
Are you going to charge me for every person who listens to my Facebook Lives before you
No,
played them?
just the flat fee. I'm fine.
Okay.
He gets a royalty though every couple years.
So are there any sales going on? Anything I should announce? Or later this week, because I'm a dad, later this week, we're going to do a Father's Day sale. Yes, watch for it. If you're not on our email list, you should get on that. How's the best way? How's the easiest way to get on our email list?
Go to the Physician Design website and you should be able to just join down at the bottom of the page. Same with Dan Purser MD. You can join both of them
Join.
bottom of the page.
Join. We do not spam you. We notify you occasionally. Often we just forget to email you at all. But that's the best way to get them.
It's just a special email every once in a while with a sale.
Yeah, pretty much. But before everyone else. Okay, good. So, Young Living Essential Oils Annual Convention, I believe, is on tomorrow, right?
I think
That's
so.
the word. So, here's my top 10 Young Living products and why. Brecken, just start asking me the numbers at the top.
Okay. What's number 10?
Citrus oil blend. Oh yeah, we do have a winner tonight. We'll discuss in a second place. We'll discuss those later though. So y'all have to listen and wait.
We'll tell
announce the
them
winner
what they
too.
could have won if they guessed.
Yeah, if you had been the first to guess 70% or better, so that's a passing grade on
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10 on my top 10 favorite products. You could have won a visit with me. I would have flown to your house and we could have met and I would have examined you, looked in your ears and talked to your kids and talked to your husband and all that. Anyway, it would have been, and we could have all gone to dinner. I'm kidding. All that, no. Well, this patient gets a 30-minute visit with me, either Zoom, phone call, or in the office. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry for all the people who tried. A lot of you tried. Thank you. You didn't win. Sorry.
We had a lot of people that were pretty close, right?
Oh, yeah. And now after because we did the one who did it first, there's been quite a few who've gotten your list right after the fact. So they know you pretty well. I bet they could teach this more than you.
I'm sure they could, actually. Yeah, I guarantee they could, actually. So, okay. So coming on the 16th, join my email list for that Father's Day sale. Okay, my top 10 Young Living essential oil products and why. Number 10, as Brecken asked me, citrus oil blend. You know why I use it? For brain energy. Whenever I'm going to go speak somewhere, I want to get jazzed up. Man, I get high on citrus oil blend. I know that's weird, but I love the way that makes me think and my brain think, and it's my favorite high energy oil. And it's, I know you guys have hope and peace and calming and all that. But for me, it's citrus oil blend. Sorry, it's been that way for several years now. So get some if you haven't. Okay.
Number 9.
Number 9, Prenolone Plus Cream. Why do you think that is, Brecken?
Well, it's interesting that it's the cream, because isn't there a Prenolone pill?
PD8020.
Oh.
But maybe we'll discuss that
Maybe
later.
we will. Yeah,
But
that's just interesting. I don't know.
it's to increase female testosterone. And, of course, your Prenolone and DHEA levels, which are important. But women readily convert Prenolone and DHEA to testosterone. And so I only suggest it, though, when women have a primary breast cancer risk factor. Then you can't take PD8020. So PD8020 is my preferred, but Prenolone Plus is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to take PD8020, take Prenolone Plus. It will convert to testosterone. Seen that a million times, even though it's just DHEA and Prenolone topically. Someone who has a primary risk factor for breast cancer, meaning a mom, a sister, a daughter, or they've had breast cancer, those 4 things, can't take or should not take oral DHEA. Yeah, because it increases your risk for breast cancer. Everyone else is fine. But yeah, DHEA is really necessary, but topical DHEA is another thing. Why are you giggling?
Jackson was reaching into his pocket, and it's a zipper, and it reminded me of Napoleon Dynamite when he's kicking him.
When he has the tots.
Give me some of your tots.
That's
This
my
is
other
north
pocket.
of here.
I
They
have my
filmed
tots.
that, right?
Yeah, I was up in Idaho. Sorry
Yeah.
for the distraction. Just
We're almost. Yeah. Do you have tots in your pocket too, Chugs?
I wish.
What's a good Young Living treat that they have?
You can have shots of Ninja Red in your pocket.
Your shots of Ninja Red in your pocket.
I wish.
What would you say is the dosage recommended for
1 gram
Prenolone?
per day. Thanks for reminding me on
Where
that.
do you apply it?
It's about the size of a large chocolate chip.
You would know that one well.
Yeah.
Where do you apply it?
Under your arm, on your thigh, wherever.
Cool.
You don't want to get it on your kids. It's pretty potent stuff.
Number
So,
8.
Number 8, oregano oil. Do you guys know why? Why oregano oil?
I know why.
Why?
Coughing.
Yeah. And who was coughing?
Your daughter. The other one.
And she had whooping cough.
Yep.
And it was about killing her, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
So this one's really close to my heart because it saved my daughter. It saved my life because I was going night after night without sleep. Standing there, my wife and I standing there with our daughter who would cough all night long, the spasmodic coughing. And so, yes, we had her vaccinated. Yes, but this was a version of whooping cough outside that spectrum. It came from deep South America, we were told. So wonder how we got that. Anyway, yeah, so we made a tea of it. We had one of our distributors said use it straight, to have her drink half a bottle a night. A 9-year-old, really. So we made a tea of it, and she'd sip it with a straw, warm tea of it, and she would quit coughing almost immediately, and it gave us sanity. I love oregano oil. It will always there will always be a little shrine to oregano oil from Young Living in our little shrine area. So,
I've seen that.
and we sing the oregano song. Can you sing it?
Here, I'll play it on the
Go ahead. Oregano. That's what Dr. Verster does around the house, if you're ever wondering. He just goes and sings a little song.
No.
Usually in a high-pitched tone.
No, usually I'm
Falsetto.
Mr. Grumpy Pants.
That too. That's on the other days.
I'm Dr. Grumpy Pants.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
doctor.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Number
you're
7.
You're supposed to stay on task.
I'm trying.
Number 7, Clary Sage. Young Living essential oil people use this in place of prescription estradiol, and studies have shown that's not a bad replacement when you are in menopause. I've actually tested over 700 women who were well into menopause, 65, 70, 58, or had no ovaries or whatever, and they had normal estradiol levels. And I finally went to Gary and said, "What are they taking that's doing this?" And Dr. Gary Young said, "It's either Clary Sage or Sclaressence." And I said, "Wow." He said, Yeah, it becomes estradiol. I don't know if I agree with that becomes estradiol thing. I've tried to find anything, some studies, some conversion, some piece of literature, and there's been lots of studies on Clary Sage, on the Sclaressence portion of it. I don't know if it does that or if it confuses the lab machine because it looks so similar to estradiol. So anyway, it will not increase your breast cancer risk. It doesn't cause clotting. Doesn't do all that. Just so you know, super safe to take. It does actually study out of Iran back when they were semi-normal. Anyway, I showed a 30% decrease in breast cancer risk when you used it.
Crazy.
So yeah.
Can men use Clary Sage, or is it generally just for women?
Just women.
Okay.
No, men should not use it. 8 drops a day topically or in a capsule.
What about Prenolone Plus cream? Could that be for men and women, or is
I would think men could use it.
Okay.
Yeah, I take PD8020.
Good to know.
So,
and the dose, did you already say that? For Clary Sage?
8 drops a day.
Cool. Sorry.
In a topically or in a capsule.
What?
Though I should never say it. Taking it in capsules is wrong and not official.
The eyes.
Okay.
Number 6.
Thyromin for thyroid support, and it works well for that too. It really does do a great job.
It sounds like it's a big one. That's something that people are always calling and asking about.
Yeah,
in the
they're all
office.
So anywhere from 5 to 8 a day, and the way you take it, if you're taking 8 a day, which is the max dose, Gary told me that too. You take 5 at night, 3 in the morning, 5 at bedtime, 3 in the morning. If you got taking 5 a day, you take 3 at night, 2 in the morning. You always take the majority of an odd number or even an even number in the evening.
How come?
I don't know.
No.
I'm following what the boss said. Gary designed it. He knows.
Makes sense.
Or he knew.
So if you're on thyroid medication, can you take Thyromin with it?
Absolutely. I do.
Cool.
I take it with it because it has a lot of other support options in there. Also helps you fine tune your thyroid dosage even better.
Did you say it helps with other hormone production too? Or is it just thyroid?
Not to my knowledge.
Good.
No. But if you elevate your thyroid level to normal or from low to higher, it tends to raise all boats in the harbor, meaning it tends to raise all the other hormones too. I'm not sure why that is, but that's something we saw at USC. I mean, in research.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, next.
Number 5.
We're at number 5 already.
I know.
We're gonna be done in like 5 more minutes.
Okay, we can answer questions and stuff too.
They won't have any questions.
There's been a couple already.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How many people are watching? 3,480?
358.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot.
You had it just one number off. You added a 0.
That's quite a few, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, I love all 358 of you. Thank you for watching. Okay. I've been watching. I watch Disney World videos all the time.
Of course you do.
I know, they're awesome. When I'm laying in bed reading or just doing my push-ups or whatever, and these guys, people send them money as they go to Disney World. Like, here's $50, buy some treats. I'm like, what? So, wow.
Are you trying to tell them that's what you
I don't know.
want?
Yeah, it'd be cool if they could send us money while I'm doing these Facebook Lives. Okay, I'm kidding. I don't know how they do that even.
You're asking for tips.
Yeah, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tip?
it's funny. Actually, right before we started, there was a pop-up on Facebook. You can start earning money on your Facebook Lives. Check this box, say yes. You have that option.
I think they'd stone me is what they do, not send me.
I would send you 1 cent.
Yeah, but if everyone sent me 1 cent, I'd have $3.58 right now.
That's great, yeah.
I could buy a gallon of gas. No, I wouldn't even do that now.
Almost.
Yeah, just barely.
Okay, where were we at? Number 5? What do you think number 5 is?
I already know what it is.
Oh. PD8020. Oh. I love that stuff. I take it. For both men and women, it increases your DHEA, because it's made of DHEA and Prenolone. DHEA PD8020. That's the percentage of each that's got in there. But most importantly, it will be converted to testosterone. More so by women, but also by men. The dose for women, 1 to 2 per day. For men, 2 to 3. Oh, sorry. Back
that's
that
a lot.
up. Yeah. I've met women who were taking 2 a day. It was not a good thing. Dose for women, 1 to 2 per week. Men, 2 to 3 per week.
So why is that?
Try taking more than that. You'll break out like a 16-year-old in high school. Be horrible along your jawline and everything.
Because all the hormones.
You get back knee. I've had women come in with the most horrible back knee, and they're like, I don't know what I'm taking wrong. I'm rubbing oils on it and everything. I'm like, I don't know. Those 3 PD-80-20 a day are probably a problem.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Or even 2, or even 1. Women, really a couple a week. But it'll do the job. Your libido should improve. All that. Just make sure you don't have the primary history risk factor of breast cancer. Then you go to Prenolone Plus, right? Okay.
What if men have like a risk of breast cancer in their family? Same thing?
I don't know. That's never been studied. It wasn't in that study I looked up.
That's just interesting.
Yeah. Okay, next.
Number 4.
Okay, you caught back up to where we were. Of course, Sclaressence. It's the smell good product of Clary Sage. It's actually sclareol in there. And it smells better than Clary Sage by a long shot.
Yeah, you always say
And again,
that.
you can do 8 drops a day. 8 drops a day, and you smell much better. And then your husband will take you dancing because you won't smell like Clary Sage.
So basically it does the same thing, raises your estradiol.
I don't know that.
Oh. It just kind of looks like that?
I don't know that. It may. I really don't know that. But a lot of women use it and get benefits like it's estradiol. That's very similar, I think, chemically. And that's why the lab equipment can't differentiate between the two. I mean, here's Clary Sage and here's estradiol, and they kind of look a little alike. And the lab equipment thinks they're the same thing, but really,
They bounce around
this one has a spike on. I don't know what it's got. So.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That's my theory.
Number 3.
What do you think it is?
I'm surprised this isn't your number 1, to be honest.
It is the number 1 personal care product. It's Progessence Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The number 1 Young Living essential oil personal care product, and there's a reason for this. It does its job with several feminine issues. Hot flashes, night sweats, PMS, etc. Even helps sleep. And your husband will take you dancing with this too, but I would not advise you put it on or you'll fall asleep while he's swirling you around the dance
And he
floor.
should not take it either. Right?
No, men should not take it. I know some men are, but I'm telling you, stop.
Yeah.
So it's for women and women only, and they get to use it. I wish I could use it.
Do you?
Help
You
me
need sleep?
Your mom sleeps like a grizzly bear when she uses it. She's
Like a
just
grizzly
out.
bear. She hibernates.
Oh man, big time. Rolls the blanket around her like a cocoon. I'm just sitting there shivering.
My husband calls it my truth serum because I just start talking to him while I'm on it.
Okay, there it is. Holy cow.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, Progessence Plus. So second place tonight is going to get, we already know who it is going to, it's a timing thing tonight, is going to get a free bottle of Progessence Plus. I know the guy who makes it. Okay.
That smile.
But I still have to get it from Young Living, so it's funny. Doesn't help that we make it, does it?
No.
Okay.
How much do you recommend a Progessence Plus?
8 drops.
8 drops, same. What about
8 drops.
No, say they're 12, 13, just got their period. 8
2
drops?
drops. 1
Okay.
drop. Start low, go slow. Start low, go slow. You guys know my rules. Some of you have every video I've ever done memorized. It's frightening.
Yeah. I was surprised at how many people just nailed your list. They had all of them.
Really? But they were
Well,
late.
they added a couple difference that I'm also surprised isn't on your list. But
we had to do a timing thing because a lot of people got the 70%.
no. And then do you take progesterone all days of your cycle or just when you have your period?
It varies.
or-
Some women take a few drops all the time, 8 drops, and then they pour half a bottle on when they're on their cycle.
Yeah.
Every day. So, or I'm joking about that, but they may go up to 8 drops. They may do 2 or 4 the other nights. Some women need a lot more. Some women need a lot less. Some women don't take it until just around their cycle. That's why I do it with an 11-year-old or 12-year-old or 13-year-old girl. Just sort of dab it on her neck the night she's going there.
Yeah.
So, Mom.
That helps.
Okay.
Number 2,
Super B. This one because 85% of young living distributors, from what we know, have MTHFR, and it works. If you're always tired, try this. We designed it for you. You'll know within a week or so. Gary loved this stuff. It was his baby. Try 2 per day or go higher if you need to. Watch for overmethylation. Usually it's a crazy drowsiness. That means you're taking too many B vitamins. Back it off. If you're taking 5 a day, go back to 2 a day or 1 a day. I've seen some distributors who are so B deficient take 10 or more of these a day for a year before finally overmethylating.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so play around with it. If your husband's not doing what he should be doing, okay, you know what I mean. I will just leave it right at that. Kids are listening, I'm sure. But anyway, starting on Master Formula and Super B. So what do you think my number 1 is?
Oh, you just gave it away.
I know, Master Formula. Oh. Yeah, because nutritional issues are the vast majority of your problems out there. I know, I sound like a naturopath. I wish I was one, but you'd believe me more. But Master Formula for everything. If your husband's tired, if he's low performance, if he's having a hard time at work, get him on Master Formula. I'm surprised how many stories I hear that, wow, I've been doing this 3 months and I feel great. Yep, bingo. Maybe you can drop him to 3 or 4 times a week at that point, every other day. Do Super Bs the other days, stuff like that. Probably because he has MTHFR and other methylation problems and needs lots of Bs and can't handle the synthetic stuff. If you've been pregnant and couldn't take the prenatal, it made you nauseated and want to throw up. If you can't take birth control pills, they make you crazy or feel horrible or want to die or whatever, or have the marine IUD and it's torturing you, you have MTHFR. I'll bet you money you do. So you need to try Super B and Master Formula. Try them both. They're for you.
Well, and don't you always say good nutrition in equals good hormones out? And when you're
absolutely
taking these vitamins, you're going to help balance your whole body.
And a lot of them, that's probably the number one thing I get visits for. Why am I so tired? Why are my hormones? Why I'm having horrible PMS? Why am I doing all this? Well, yeah, you got vitamin deficiency. Sometimes, yeah, you do need that Spectracell test we do to figure out exactly what they are. But why not try Progessence Plus
Master Formula.
That was a slip of the tongue. Why not try Master Formula and Super B first? Can't hurt. Unless you overmethylate, then you'll really be not happy. Okay. Overmethylation feels like you took 2 Dramamine that morning. Have you ever overmethylated?
Yeah, for me, it makes me really lethargic too. And
I was like,
really, just not want to do anything.
I think I was talking in slow motion. I was like,
it sounded like it. It's like that Zootopia.
I just said I want a pizza with pepperoni. Okay, so Brecken, that's it. That's my top 10.
That's your top 10.
Yeah, so Brecken,
Someone
we have
said,
winners. Anyone got close?
Yeah, you had. So one person basically nailed it. She was the second or third comment. Her name's Amelia Jimenez.
You get a 30-minute free appointment with me.
Yeah.
If we're smart, we can do them and we can split it into 2 visits, 15 minutes each. That's not a bad deal. So give Brecken will get a hold of you. Mm-hmm. Make sure you plug in, send your information for your visit to info@danpursermd.com, and he labs and we'll have you fill out some papers, everything else. And let's improve your life if you want it, or if you want to donate it to someone else who needs it more, just let Brecken know.
Yeah.
But you're the winner, Amelia Jimenez.
Yep.
Wow, awesome. Leona Darlene was second timing wise.
Yeah, I thought she was the first one to get it, but then I went back and double checked, and Amelia was actually the first. But Leona Darlene, she had set 7 of them. Exactly what you wanted.
She was awesome. Mm-hmm. So she gets a free bottle of Progessence Plus.
Great.
Okay, you got to contact. Are you going to contact
I'll go
her?
out and I'll contact them too. But you guys feel free to DM me. I'll comment.
What does that mean? DM me.
Direct message.
How do you do that?
Oh, it's okay. We'll teach you someday.
Send
him back to the nursing home after this.
Duh. Okay, any questions?
Yeah, we have a lot.
A lot?
Here's one real quick. How accurate is Spectracell testing?
Very. It's Health and Human Services approved. It was, it's FDA approved. It was also, it's both. Medicare, Medicaid will pay for it. Most insurances struggle with it because they don't understand the technology. But when the government says it's functional, we used it in research. It's really good. Look on the reviews on Google, my Google reviews, and you'll eventually get a good idea how accurate it is because it saves a lot of people.
Guess what's out of stock right now? Super B.
Bet.
So what can they get instead right now?
Oh man,
There's a couple options. No, you can give them all the different ones.
Get one of the Thorn B complexes, THORNE, and the Thorn prenatal is really good too. I like it, though I know a lot of women use master formula for prenatal, which is fine. Just know Thorn's got one too, because you don't want to run out.
I know a pretty good little MTHFR product. If you want to do a little plug for our own physician design MTHFR products.
Oh yeah,
they're in stock right now.
If you're feeling good on the Super B, try the and you can't get them. Try the MTHFR Endure.
Yeah,
I just switch over to it and see. You may like it more. It's a little more targeted for MTHFR, but and it's pretty potent. So yeah, it's really popular. There's a reason for that. We get a lot of people addicted to that. Oh, sorry.
Addicted to feeling good as well.
Yeah, really, I know.
Does overmethylation cause a racing heart?
Can.
Where can they get your books?
Amazon, danpursermd.com. Oh, sorry, danpursermd at Amazon.
What if you're estrogen dominant? Will Clary Sage make estrogen go up?
I would think so.
So maybe be cautious?
Yeah, you can't bring your estradiol down, nor should you, but you should increase your progesterone levels when you're estrogen dominant.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You'll hear all kinds of other weird things, but no. You just bring your progesterone up to offset it. No. You don't want to ever... I've had women get a hysterectomy or at least one ovary removed, oophorectomy, because they were estrogen dominant. Really? That's weird. No. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Are undermethylation and overmethylation similar in the sense of the symptoms, or are there? How do you tell the difference?
They are similar. Nowadays, I know that an overmethylator, when they overmethyl, we're talking about separate things. Overmethylation is a set of symptoms that you get, and they're very little for everyone, slightly, but when you're taking too many B vitamins with methyl groups. Undermethylator has a tendency to overmethylate more. Okay, just skip it.
I know, it's just confusing. I'll try and answer. I'll reach out to that person.
Okay.
Will Powergize help increase testosterone level?
I don't know that. I'm the one who did the work with Gary and studied the Shutron. We developed it. We made it first, actually, for Young Living. And I'd hope it was Bruce. I know what that stuff does.
Sorry, mine is only letting me do the top 4 comments
questions.
Questions. So if you get any questions that you see, yeah, it's glitching for me a little bit.
I saw a good one. Hold on.
Here, I got this one. Can you use Prenolone and PD8020 when you're estrogen dominant?
Yeah, that had anything to do with that.
No issue.
Yes.
So kind of going on that with estrogen dominance, what can you do to offset that?
Take more progesterone. Take more Progessence Plus. Take more progesterone. Stay away from soy products, all that kind of stuff.
Very good.
Makes sense.
That's it?
Like I said, I can only see 4 comments at a time.
Jackson, you got any more?
No, there's not any else coming in right at the moment. We'll always come back and he'll answer more questions later in the comments too.
Yeah.
If that's
Yeah.
all right. Yeah.
I always do too. So.
Well, that's me. Breaking what? No.
No, I answer under my name.
Okay, just so you do that right.
I
No,
do.
no cheating. Okay, good. Well, okay. So 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah, because you guys got to survive the Young Living Convention.
It actually doesn't start till the 16th. So
When's
you got
that?
all their hopes
Wednesday,
up.
I believe.
Wednesday.
It's still this week.
This is the pre-convention warm-up.
I know it is, but yeah. So 16. So the 16th. So next weekend, it'd be
Father's
dumb
Day.
to hold it. Father's Day is Father's Day. We'll have a sale, so you know. The weekend after that, I got to do some Father's Day stuff. Can't do it then. And the weekend after that, we're gonna come back and visit that interstitial cystitis, chronic sinusitis thing. I'll know a lot more about it then too. So really digging into that. We should be rolling with our study here eventually, pretty quickly. We need to get that done.
Yeah.
So
People are asking if you can recap the products. Don't you have a post? I think it just went live.
Yeah, it's up there. It's there.
7:30.
Magic. I'm magic with that, aren't I?
Yeah.
People were saying you need to write a book on all your favorite.
I've written a book on it.
On your top 10 favorite products. Young Living products.
He
I
basically
did
wrote,
my menopause and essential oils book, which was a bestseller for a month on Amazon.
That
Get
is a good
that
one.
one. It's
That is a
full of
good
all
one.
this stuff. So I've learned even more, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
So check out that post. It just went live.
Yep.
It recaps all the top 10.
Yeah, and if you
get
guys have any
ready
questions.
for convention, and it's super hot out here.
Oh, and let them know all these videos always go live afterwards, so you can watch them over and over again. We also have a podcast, and they also go up on YouTube. You can always re-listen to everything that we put up.
You want me to say all that again?
If
Go
you
ahead
like.
if you want to repeat exactly what I
They
said.
come to listen to you.
Well, what she said. No, these go live right after we hang up, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then we do a podcast. Is that right? Who does the podcast?
We just use this audio. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you guys are super efficient.
Mhm.
Who- I need to pay you for doing that.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
it's been a delay. We'll send
Okay.
you a bill for 7 years.
Really? Your husband's probably mad at me for not paying you. I think your mom pays you. Okay, we'll leave it right there. This is Dr. Dan Purser. I love all you guys. Thank you for watching. God bless and go in good health.